There are a lot of mistakes we do as mini importers that is actually making us to lose a lot of money. You might not realize it in your business, but you are really losing so much money if you are not putting in place these steps that I'm about to take you through. I bet you, number 5, you are overly overlooking it. You are not even doing it, but it's actually that particular one that is mostly killing so many mini importation businesses. So you need to watch this video from the very start to the end. If this sounds interesting, hit on the like button, also hit on the subscribe button to join the family of winners. Now let's get to number 1. Number 1 is choose the right shipping method. Most of us don't really care no matter the method we use. All we are waiting for is our item should arrive. It's a very bad method because you might be losing so much without even realizing that you are losing some money from your mini importation business. There are basically 2 types of shipping methods. We have the air shipping method and we also have the sea shipping method. When it comes to the air, they will use the weight of your goods to actually charge you. And when it comes to the sea, they will use the space your item is going to take in the container to actually charge you. So it's very important you know about this shipping method and also know about the method that would work for a particular item that you are purchasing. If you are purchasing items that are of higher weight, it's advisable you use C so that your shipping cost can become lower. And if you are also buying items that are light, you can use air, and even the air you'll get it much earlier. So it's very important that you put in some of these measures into your mini importation business to actually cut down the cost that you are going to be spending on shipping. So before you can be able to do this successfully, you need to know the weight of the item even before you buy it. So you should know the weight of the item. You should also know the CBM of that particular item. Once you know this information about the item, it can give you an informed decision on which particular shipping method would actually work for that particular item. So we also have something that we call repacking, right? Where items that you have bought them in pieces, you can actually send it to somebody in China. There are people like that. There are agents who do those kind of services. Where you send it to somebody in China, they will put all of those items together and repack them into one package. You know, there are some of the suppliers, when you buy items from them, they don't really care the kind of package that they'll put them in. So the item can be some little bits of item and they'll put it in a bigger box. So the repacking agent is actually going to remove those big packages and put it into a smaller package. But of course it comes at a little fee, but it is worth it because it's actually going to cut down the cost of actually shipping that particular item. We also have something we call consolidation, where the shipping company that you are using, they can actually put your items together, your small items. They'll put those small items together and actually charge it. Okay, so it means that you are also going to cut down the cost of that particular item. So it's very important, it's very much important that you know which particular item would work for a particular item. Don't ever go and purchase something like a fridge, then you use air to actually ship that particular item because you want it faster. It will get to wherever you are, but you realize that you have lost money because you can't sell that item. And even if you want to use it, it would have been better that you just purchase it from your local store, because the shipping fee that you are going to pay is actually going to be like ×2 or ×3 if you had used sea shipping. So in order to cut down costs, it's very much important that you know the shipping method that will actually work for a particular item that you are purchasing. Now let's go to the second one. So the second one is to actually work with reliable suppliers. wherever you are sourcing your item from, just make sure that the supplier that you are working with, they are verified suppliers or they are reliable suppliers, so that in the process of you actually doing your importation business, you don't actually fall into the hands of scammers. Because once they get hold of the money, that money will never come back into your business. So it means that you have actually lost that particular item. So make sure that every supplier that you are working with, they are actually reliable and they are verified. If you are working with reliable and verified suppliers too, it is very very advisable that you always try to negotiate the pricing with them. Okay, I've had so many discounts on 1688 just by negotiating with them. If I didn't go ahead to chat with the supplier to tell the supplier that, to negotiate the price, hello my friend, please give me a little bit of discount on this particular item, I'm purchasing more, give me a little bit of discount, you wouldn't get it, right? It's just like going to your local market to go and buy an item. Once the vendor tells you that it is $10 and you take your $10 and give to that person, that is it. The person will not tell you, oh please take small, no. But once another person gets there and tells the person that, oh please let me give you $8, the person will be saving a little bit of cash. So it is good as a mini importer that you always make sure that you negotiate. If you negotiate and they agree, that is okay. If they don't agree, please don't force it. Okay, I'm just saying that it's good that you always negotiate prices that you want to purchase. So now let's go to the next one, right? So the next one is use a reliable shipping agent. This is definitely different from using a reliable shipping method. I'm talking about using a reliable shipping agent. The shipping company that you are using, how reliable are those shipping companies? Now, when it comes to the question of a shipping company being reliable, I always try to, to be a little bit some way about it, because to me, I just believe that there is no shipping company that is 100% reliable, because almost all of them, they have their shortcomings. Any single shipping company at all that you meet, if you don't have issue with one, you have issue with two. If you don't have issue when it comes to their communication, you have issue when it comes to their arrival date. But all in all, you should get a shipping company that actually works for your business, so that at least you don't end up losing so much money to your items constantly getting missing, because there are some shipping companies that your items will always get missing when you use them. So it's very much important that you get a reliable shipping agent. Now, in choosing a shipping company to use, you also have to think about, when the item arrives, transportation from that place to your place. Okay, so if you are closer to a particular shipping company, a shipping company that transportation will be convenient on, or if you yourself want to actually go to that particular shipping company, you want to go there all by yourself and go and pick your items, you wouldn't have issue of you actually moving from where you are to that particular place. So that at least how much they would have taken to go to, if your shipping company is at a far place, how much they would have taken if that shipping company is closer to you, the cost of you taking that item would be lesser. So it's very much important that you get a shipping company that is a bit closer to you. Now, you also have to get a shipping company that at least their charges are moderate. There are most of them that the charges is just like not it's just too much. Some of them overcharge. So you realize that most of the times when your items arrive, your items are always overpriced, because whether you are running a business or you are running a pre-order, you always have issue of shipping fee, because your items are always overpriced because of the charges that these shipping companies are actually charging you. So you have to actually sit down, weigh the shipping companies that actually work for you. Now, how will you be able to weigh this? I always advise my new students that in shipping companies that I provide for them, they should make sure that at least in your first purchases, you can purchase one single items, like a single package from each shipping company. Once all of them, once it passes through all of these four different systems, you understand the one that actually works better for you, the one that their communication is good for you, the one that when your items have actually arrived, you can easily get your item. The next one is avoid common importation mistakes. Now imagine you don't know that a particular item's weight is 15 kg. You did not actually do that due diligence to check, and you used air to ship that particular item. That is a disaster. Imagine you are buying like mirrors from, let's say you are importing mirrors from China. You did not chat with your supplier to actually talk about the packaging, because you know that mirrors can easily break. So it's something that you really have to stress on. Or you are purchasing televisions, you have to stress on the packaging that they are supposed to use so that you avoid damage. Once those mirrors are broken, your money is gone, right? So you have lost money in your business once those ones are broken. And the annoying thing is that some of these items would actually, they will package it, is the item can even get broken along the way to delivering it. When it gets to a shipping company, most shipping companies don't even open them to see what item is there. They will still charge you for the shipping fee, then you pay shipping fee on top. Then the item gets to you, then you pay delivery from the shipping company to you wherever you are. The item gets to you. That is only when you realize that the item is damaged. So it means that all of this stress, all of the investment, all of the money that you have actually put into that particular product, every single thing is gone. So you need, when it comes to you stressing on them packaging your item well and all that, yes, I know there are always some suppliers that you will do and they won't, but some of the mistakes is from we the importers ourselves. We don't do our due diligence to make sure that we check on some of these things. Now when you are purchasing from sourcing apps like 1688, Pindodo, Alibaba and the rest, always make sure that you are reading the reviews or you are taking real pictures of items that you are buying, so the items don't get to you, then you realize that this item is not fit for purpose. Like, you can basically not use it to do anything. It means that you have actually lost money. Somebody actually bought some heels, okay? Once those heels got to wherever she was, immediately you wear those heels. Your first two steps, then the sole of that particular heel is gone. So who is this lady going to sell those shoes to? The few people she sold it to, they had to return it, or there was so much, you know, complaints about it. Imagine purchasing item like this, like 50 pieces, or some will even go like she purchased like 150 pieces. She has lost money like that. So the other thing that we too as importers, mistakes that we have to avoid is always make sure that if it's an item you are purchasing for the very first time, make sure that you actually purchase a few. Okay, most of these sourcing apps, especially 1688 Pindodo, their minimum order is always low. So if you are purchasing an item, you can always start by buying maybe 2, even if it's 5. Yes, you have lost, if when it comes and it's not like you want it, you have lost, but it's not like if you had bought like 100 pieces at a go. Even me, that I have experience in importation, I still do this. If I'm really going to purchase item like in large quantity to come and sell, I always make sure that I buy it. The first order, I'll purchase like small, 2 or 3 or 5. Then I'll come and see how the item really works before I go ahead to purchase more. So these are some of the mistakes that you actually need to avoid, so that you don't lose so much money in your process of actually doing this mini importation business. So now let me take you to the very last one that most of us we overlook. Okay, most of us overlook this particular last one. And the last one goes like this: calculate your total cost before shipping. Calculate your total cost before shipping. Most importers don't do this. I bet you most importers, we don't do this. So the item will arrive, then shipping fee will become an issue. You will buy a fridge, the item will arrive at the port. They will tell you that the shipping fee of that particular fridge is 5,000 cedis. Okay. It will get to the port, then they'll tell you that it's 10,000 cedi. To get to the port, and they'll tell you that it's like $500 for shipping fee, and it will shock you. So it's always best that as a mini importer, whatever item you are purchasing, you should have a fair idea of how much the total cost of that item will be. You should also know how much that item costs in your local market. So let's say I want to purchase a particular blender. Okay, I should know how much they sell that blender in my local market. I should know how much the shipping will be in China to Ghana. Yes, wherever you are. So it's very, very important. How do you check this? You can always go straight to the supplier and ask the supplier, this item I'm purchasing, what is the CBM of this item? What is the kilogram of this item? So it will give you an informed decision whether to use A or to use C. And once you know that you want to use C, it can also give you an informed decision to actually sit down and calculate how much that particular shipping fee is going to be before the item gets. So you can give an approximation. So let's say you have calculated and you had about maybe $100. So you can add like maybe $30, so it will be like $130. So you have approximated that if you purchase that fridge, the shipping fee is going to be like $130. So once you have it in mind that it's going to be like $130, now when it gets to your place, you should have at least from that place to wherever you are, how much would that cost? Then it can give you an informed decision whether it's best to import it directly from China or wherever you want to import it, or it's best you purchase it from a wholesaler in your country. I hope you understand. So before you even, if you don't want to be losing so much money in your mini importation, make sure that every single item at all you are purchasing, you are calculating the total cost of that item even before it arrives. We do the mistake of waiting, then the item arrives, you get the shipping. By the time you put every cost that you have actually incurred of that particular item, you are actually, even your price is going to be more than the retail price. Meanwhile, you said you are doing wholesale, but your price will be more than. So it can give you an informed decision that maybe the supplier might be giving you at a higher price. So you need to get a supplier that can give you at a lower price. All right. So these are some of the things that are put together, which I know and I believe that is something that is actually affecting most of we mini importers, and it's making us lose a lot of money. If you want to go into mini importation, you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, you want me to hold you by the hand and teach you China importation, Bangladesh importation, Turkey importation, just DM me and we are going to talk about that. I'll see you in my next video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, bye bye.